What's up, everybody? It is time. Wait on my brother at this point. As we work on leveling up our characters.
Time is money, friend. Keep it real.
Back to the
How are
Angoro
you?
crater.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Coffee. Hey, what's up, Stone Shooter? I totally wasn't paying attention to chat yet this morning. Stone Shooter had a great stream, a great morning. Logged off about an hour ago from an all-night grind fest. Think I got up 4 levels, so it's totally worth it. It's $5 to get some coffee, bro. I'm in sitting here in the dark. Chris is still passed out behind me. I will get some coffee, sir. I have some coffee here, but it's I haven't had more than a couple of sips. So thank you, Stone Shooter. I appreciate that. Speaking of which, there's a nice hot sip of coffee. I'm debating doing an all-night grind tomorrow night, Stone Shooter, because the servers are going to be down. It says until 3 p.m. estimated Pacific time, which is 5 p.m. my time. And I've never done the Death Night, and there's a part of me that wants to just play all night tomorrow night. We'll see how I feel. If I feel okay, I might. But that's also assuming the servers come up at like by 5, because they might not come up until later, because that's an estimated time. But thank you so much for the $5 towards our $50 super chat goal for the morning. Appreciate it. Speaking of which, I'm gonna have another cup of another sip of coffee. I'm actually looking up. I'm trying to find a good guide to quests for Blackrock Depths because we're looking for what's going to be our next dungeon for the static group, which will be next week. Because we're not going to have Sparoh this week. I think we're still going to run something though, so I'd like to run Blackrock Depths. Excuse me. Coffee. Quests. I could swear when this nice Stone Shooter. When we did Blackrock Depths last year, I could swear we had a strategy guide that laid out all the prereq quests. That's just a good question, I guess. Okay, Iron Forge. That's a horde quest. How do I define? Hey,
Mm-hmm. Where are we going? What are we doing?
I'm going to Crater, sir.
Oh, that's right. New place.
Stone Shooter, my Maduros and I ran this place like 2 weeks ago, and I know we did a bunch of the prereqs, but it was because I was following Maduros the encyclopedia. So I was trying to see if there was a list of quests, like because sometimes there's a nice wiki guides, but this does not appear to have one. All right. All right. Yeah, no worries. Feel free to lurk, Stone Shooter. Gonna lurk on my Switch. Have a fantastic day. You too. Thank you very much. My day is gonna be play a little bit of WoW. I got a Rings of Power video coming out at 6. Monday Means is at 7. Monday's in Middle Earth at 11. I'm gonna go back to bed after this. I stayed up way too late talking to everybody last night. Joey went to bed and I stayed up till 11:30.
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah, man. Both my alarms started blaring at 3:30. I was like, no.
That's exactly why I like. It's exactly why last night I was like, I'm ducking out. Bye.
Yeah,
Didn't want to get sucked into it.
yeah. Chris was even yelling at me because as soon as I laid in bed, I was like, "Where's my phone? TikTok, scroll, scroll, scroll." She's like, "You just put that down and go to sleep." I was like, "You're right. I need to put this down and go to sleep." All right. We have just lots of quests we can do here, man. So let's just get to it. I forgot to send Maduro some messages last night, but he may still be camping.
Good time of year for camping.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going to be looking for these guys for sure. And if you see these crystals like these over here,
Yeah, the color ones.
yeah, we need to loot those. I mean, 7 of each. And the drop rate on these is pretty abysmal, so... Oh, do we have a... Ooh, another quest. Nice.
The book? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
reading it right now. It's a higher ground. Return the journal.
It's right behind us. We can actually go turn that in real quick.
Yeah, I bet you there's a follow-up.
Yeah. turn it in real quick. Excuse me.
You need something?
Wooden's journal.
Have a good one.
Oh, no follow-up. I'll be damned.
Nope. No follow-up. But hey, that was 7,600 XP,
Hey.
so.
It's better than a stick up the butt.
Well, guess it depends on your point of view.
I should turn my growl off on the pet.
What do you mean someone is already looting that corpse?
What?
That's
You
what
were
it
already
said. It
looting
said,
that corpse.
huh.
Green crystal. Well, just get to it in a minute. Also, save the soil you loot. I think it's for a later quest, or maybe we have it. Go ahead and loot that one all. Hey, what's up, Lyric? What polearm do I have? That's awesome. Yes, it is awesome. So this was the polearm I got from. I think this is I got it from the level 50 class quest, which sends you into Sunken Temple. But it was like a reward from the level 50 class quest, often as Shara, or whatever the hell the name of that place is. I don't know, but it was the level 50 class quest that you get. You do like 2 or 3 chains, and it eventually sends you to the Sunken Temple. And it is awesome because it has that cool glowy green effect. It's pretty badass. The stats aren't that great. Here, I'll link it to you. It's the hunting. Hang on. How do I bring it up? Like the inspection window. Well, there we go. Hunting spear right there. Increases your critical strike rating by 14. Restores 5 mana per second. Oh yeah. In a perfect world, I don't know that we'll be 58 this week, but it'd be great to be 58 into the Outlands. We'll see. Yeah, everything does help when you're a hunter, yes. Mana, please. My elite hunter deeps. I am gonna turn Growl back on the pet, dude.
Well, you know, if you'd let me attack the thing for, first, that would help.
You did attack it this one first.
I got one move off.
Attack faster. There you go. How many hits do you need?
I have to build up rage so that I can pull off a move. Here, there. You can try now. No guarantees though. Nope. Oh, took it back. Yeah, you better turn Growl back on.
Yeah, I think so.
You are also, what level are you? Yeah, you're 2 levels higher than me. See, so when these are on level, my hit rate is a lot lower. And they keep hitting me with these stupid black sludge. Makes me
Yeah,
run
it's
slow.
nasty stuff, man. Yeah, well, we have a mission with these characters, Alaric, to try to get him to 70 before Wrath launches. So we got a month. It's possible. We're doing Monday through Friday.
Except for last week, someone forgot Monday.
Yeah. Oh, we should actually. Well, I forgot to do that. Living essence. Just... Yeah, I think we got plenty of time. Tomorrow is pre-patch, which means Death Knights go live tomorrow, which means I'm changing my main out. If they actually have the servers up on time tomorrow, I might actually play. There's a part of me that says do an all-nighter, and it's like. But then there's a part of me that says do an all-nighter. The other part's like. No one else is gonna be doing it. Do an all-nighter.
It's probably harder to pull an all-nighter by yourself.
Yeah, I don't think I can do it, but I may play. We'll just see how it goes. Because if the servers
Yeah,
don't,
like a, I was just say like a 6 or 8 hour stream I could see, but
yeah, I could definitely go from like 5 to midnight. But it's like at that point, it's like if I'm already up at midnight, shouldn't I just stay up until 3 o'clock in the morning? Because we start at 4. Like that's the. It's only another 2 hours.
oh, we attack different ones.
It's all good.
You say it's all till we die. I don't have a healer.
Elite Hunter Deeps. Got nothing to worry about. Oh, no worries, Alaric. When we get to the Burning Crusade, more than likely, yeah. Because I know we've got some folks who wanted to join us once we get into the Hellfire Peninsula stuff. During our morning sessions. Man, no lie, this goes so much faster with another person. I did all these solo with my mage, and it sucked ass.
Yeah, and mage even does a lot of DPS.
The
I think
drop.
that's the thing though. I don't think that, I mean, this game was created with a solo player in mind, but I think the stuff still meant for, you know, a group.
Yeah.
I think the 3-man group is probably the best, because like
It's
after that it's overkill. You know what I mean?
yeah, we've been kicking ass with Maduros.
Yeah.
Somebody's killing the mobs. Let's run this way real quick, Joey. I'm gonna pull Maduros and say, let's go over here and do this. Oh, there's more Tar Lords. Never mind. All right, he's off in the water. Where's that other one? Now go ahead, and grab this one, Joey. I'm gonna send my pet after it.
Can't remember what it was, but I saw a meme the other day on Facebook, and it was about, oh gosh, dang it! Now I've completely forgotten the character's name. The Hell on Wheels character.
Oh, Anson Mount was the actor. Why am I blanking?
Yeah.
Bohannon. Bohannon.
Oh, Hannah, there it is. I saw it, and it had him, and I can't remember what the meme was about, but it really got me jonesing to watch that show again.
I've done it twice, and I would watch it a third time. Like,
Yeah, I've seen
it,
it through twice. Yeah.
and it had a good ending. Like, it wasn't like, you know, he goes off to China, you know, and it's like,
Yep.
it doesn't have a bad ending. It's just a wholesome show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say come over here real quick because there's a kill on the way. There's a escort type quest that we have to talk to the person, and then we have to go get a part. That way we can wait for the tar dudes to respawn. Kill stuff in between us in here. There's a yellow crystal right over there. I'm gonna go pull this Tar Lord. Where exactly? Oh, he brought friends. I'm gonna pull a couple mobs your direction because we just need all of these, but then we're gonna go into the cave. But remember, we don't have a healer.
If I let one beat on me, that helps the rage. Alright, there's that one. If I can ever get it off, if I do have a heal move from my warden.
I'm gonna have to go get some mana potions. I just realized I don't have any. Alright. I'm gonna get some mana here. We'll go ahead and charge. Idhradlor, your health.
I know. So good.
Mr. Tank is squishy.
Well, Mr. Tank isn't geared for tanking. Alright, hold up.
It's all good. I think we gotta go down this tunnel anyway to go find the
I feel like Indigo when he's looking for Physic. Maduric, where are you? You'll never run, but I need you. When I was a kid growing up, I never really appreciated how big Andre the Giant was.
I think I was watching a little snippet on TikTok last night with Arnold Schwarzenegger where Arnold talks about how the dude just picked him up.
Yep.
And put him up on an arm war, and he was like, I don't think anybody realized how big and strong that dude was. And I was like,
Yeah.
Arnie's a big guy, but
Yes. Yeah, I watched like an hour-long documentary a few years back on him. I guess he could drink. God, I can't remember how many bottles of wine or whatever he could drink. And
all right. So it sounds like Maduros is gonna he's got the piece that we need to complete that quest, and it's an escort once you turn it in. Give me 2 seconds, Joe. I need another cup of coffee. This is a relatively safe spot. I'll be right
okay.
back. did you get more coffee too, or just me?
No, I still got half a cup. I poured a
All right.
big cup.
Oh, I,
So
I had to make. I just was putting a second French press together. I got yelled at the other morning because Chris came out and asked me, "Is there more coffee?" And I said, "Probably. Not real sure." But we were in the middle of like doing cat chores and stuff, and kind of forgot about it. Because I'm getting up at 3:30 and she doesn't get up till like 7. And then my probably turned into her going to the French press to get a cup of coffee, and there was like dregs, you know, like 2 sips with all the grounds in it, and I got yelled at for, yeah. So I
that's
made I
awesome.
made a second French press this morning.
I've done that before because Faith has a specific like few cups that she likes because they're bigger and she just wants to drink one cup. And I have definitely accidentally drank, 1 cup too many to where it doesn't fill her cup all the way up.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
asshole.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I know, Faith. You asshole.
Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Oh, can I light this? Doubt it. Nope.
That was a nice leap.
Yeah. So my old leap would generate rage. This one does a little bit, but it also does a lot more damage. I'm still having to learn this stance a little bit.
I need one more stomper pelt.
Man, the myth, the legend.
Maduric.
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
What?
Wasn't sure if you'd be back or not from camping.
Yeah, we're back. Away there.
Okay. We're just killing all the things in here, trying to get all the pelt drops while we're here. Alright, that quest is completed for me. Ooh, that's a named. Oh, I think we
I
can come
need,
back around
I,
here.
I need one more stomper pelt.
Alright, just keep running around, getting them all.
That dude is level 55.
Alright. I think we just have to drop down, I guess. Oh, Maduros is here. That's why. Maybe not. Did that not have something for you
Yep.
on it?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, that's
Because
good.
I killed something. It's full pop outside, so
Okay.
there's some.
Or work our way to the entrance.
Might be some help out here. You said you need Stomper.
I think Joey does.
I need,
Yeah.
I need one, yeah.
Yeah, I just killed 2 Stompers. I can't loot them.
Which was the? I think this is the entrance.
Well, I can't loot those two either.
Yeah, just give me a second. I'll be there.
Nice.
That way I can clear the bodies. Alright, clearing this one. Clearing this. Yeah, I can clear both of these, Joey. To check and see if they have quest updates.
Yeah, this one does actually
Alright.
have something suitable. Woohoo! Got it.
Okay. You need another stomper, right, Maduros? Thank you.
Yeah, I need everything.
Okay. The item that he's gonna give you, Joey,
Huh?
is what we need to repair that bot, but let Maduros hail it first so he can get the follow-up quest.
Oh, okay.
We'll
cool.
we'll need to time all the turn-ins.
Yeah. Oh, he just got the journal too.
Talking about some stuff last night. It was really interesting. Nathan was telling me that because his audience is so keyed up for like EverQuest, he said he's been losing followers when he streams Warcraft.
Man,
And that just blows my mind that some people are like so
you're
try.
only supposed to play the game I want.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That is interesting. See, I tend to watch, when I watch videos, I watch people stream and play games that I don't play because I'm not playing them. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yep. So after he's done with that, we will all need to turn in. And I can't remember this, Maduros. We all turn in first, and then it triggers the other quest, right?
Yeah, should be. Yep.
Alright, so we could turn this in. Continue.
Turn it in now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, complete quest. And then... Oh yeah, this is the chasing Amy. So I'll wait till we're all on that stage.
I'm ready to click accept whenever.
Yep, me too. Go for it. Go, 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 go.
Yeah, before that person. People are very tribal, Eric. It's...
Yeah, it's just ridiculous, though, man. Gosh.
Oh, I got one for you, Maduros. So, at some point over the weekend, I pushed another
Why is this guy going after this one?
probably just killing it, but Amy decided to chase to attack it.
Well, that's what I meant by this guy. Is the
Oh,
Amy.
got you. So I can't remember if I pushed this video live before you went on your camping trip or not, but I did that video on embrace the niche for a
Yeah.
Pantheon. and it got some commentary.
Oh, I'm sure it did.
And I got accused by some of the hardcore Pantheon supporters of misquoting Brad McQuaid and pulling quotes out of context. And I was also told that I'm not allowed to use quotes from 2014, that I should only use quotes from 2022.
Huh.
And that basically, what's very funny to me is the video, it got like 300 views, so it did okay. It has a 98% positive rating. It only has 2 downvotes. All right, so 98% positive, 2 against like 40 upvotes or whatever. And I'm sure speaking about it on our live stream may get more downvotes. We'll see. But what was very interesting to me is that the only individuals who had anything negative to say were from a very prominent Pantheon community, and it is a positive Pantheon video. I am painting Pantheon as a positive light. I talk about how I can't wait to play the game, but because I'm critical of a certain component, it triggered some people who are in it for quite a lot of money, and they're in the pre-alpha and stuff. Yesterday, when they did their weekly rewind video, the whole entire first part of that rewind video was about how no names were mentioned. That was the fun part. No names were mentioned, but the entire first part of it was about how there's a responsibility that content creators have to only cover Pantheon news in a way that is responsible and accurate and doesn't mislead or misrepresent facts to the people. And I was just like, so what you're saying is everybody got upset because I made a video and I got accused of misdirection and misquoting and not knowing my facts. I've been told that I was confused about certain things. And apparently it triggered the community enough to go make a live stream video about content creators who are misrepresenting and misquoting and not knowing their facts about Pantheon. It made me laugh.
It's very interesting because, like, the things that are said in the beginning stages of a game do matter, like, because it's just proving that the vision of the game has changed.
Exactly.
Which is okay, just don't lie about it. Like,
Right. Everybody's vision changes from design documents to ultimate implementation.
so interesting.
Yeah, it gave me a good chuckle. I'm basically being told that I'm not supposed to make Pantheon videos because I'm confused.
You're
I don't know.
confused.
I'm confused. I don't know my
See
facts.
you soon.
I have a responsibility to only cover the news in the way that certain content creators want me to cover the news. That's the tribalism at play. That's that enfranchised fans who feel personally attacked if you critique something in their game.
That's so interesting.
Did you finish the monkey quest, Joey?
The monkey one? I
Yeah.
think so. What was it called?
Trying to find it now. Lost.
yeah, I know.
Maybe. That doesn't.
Lost?
Oh, it turns
No.
in way
Ape.
down southeast.
The Apes of Ungoro.
Yeah,
I had that one.
That turns in way down there where we have to.
Theros went this way.
Well, he had to
That
turn in
has
the
a
journal.
follow-up.
Which?
Oh. Oh, that's the camp. He was just turning in the journal.
Yeah. The ape one has a follow-up for the named, I think. But that's way down there in the southeast. So it's fine.
You should pull the quote from Facebook where Brad McQuaid was like, "Tim, come back. You're such a valuable asset. We need you on our team."
Yep.
Then maybe they'll know that you know what you're talking about.
I had another person who said that he left a novel about how I'm misquoting and misrepresenting and all this other stuff, and then one of the individuals from the community in question replied to that and said, these comments are spot on. Are you going to reply to them, Tim? And I said, well, I agree to disagree. He's like, well, why aren't you Aren't you gonna outline the reasons that you disagree? No.
Not really.
I'm gonna keep making Pantheon videos. Just like I make
What's-
videos on Lord of the Rings Online and
I
World
mean,
of
like,
Warcraft.
I've been excited for the game to come out since 2012 when I first heard about it. But
Yeah.
I also kind of, after a year of watching every video and whatnot, I moved on, waiting for it patiently.
You are Pantheon patient, sir. That's a good way to look at it, Spencer. LOL. Thank God we live in America. Yes, I'm allowed to have an opinion. Unless it matches up with somebody else's opinion, I'm wrong and confused.
You must be confused. That was my favorite one.
I had to update Maduro since he was gone over the weekend. And I get it, and I think I said during yesterday's stream was like, the individuals in question who are getting upset, these are people that I respect their opinion. I
Absolutely.
respect the fact that they are deep into the Pantheon camp. I respect the fact that they are passionate about it and they have a lot of time invested and a lot of money invested. I appreciate all of those facts. But it doesn't make them any more knowledgeable about the subject or any more worthy of creating content around the game, and doesn't make them any more of an authority on the source. And this goes back to, if there are things being said to the pre-alpha community that are not being said to the public, which somehow gives them some sort of private access to a fount of information that the rest of us don't have, that's a big problem.
Not necessarily not being shared with the public, but as long as it's not different information. You know what I mean? Like, if
Yeah,
you're
that's a
telling-
better way to word it, yeah.
Because I mean, like, you're allowed to tell people that are. I mean, that's the point of being privately invested in it, is that you get behind the scenes stuff, right?
Mm.
But it can't be contradictory to what the public's being told. I mean, that's my opinion, but
It's a good way to look at it.
I really have no say because I don't follow any of it hardly. So
The only reason
I
I
wa-
even wanted to start creating content was because of the Steve Clover hire, and now I'm like, well, I'm not gonna cover like class design and game design because that stuff's all gonna change between pre-alpha and
Yep.
alpha.
oh no, it won't change. It's not changed since they started. So
Yeah, it's
it's the same game. No graphical changes or anything. That's what blew me away, is when you said that there's people claiming that it doesn't even look any different, and I'm like,
Dude, there's people out there that think EQ1 and EQ2 are graphically the same. Like, I'm not even kidding.
I'm
It's
glad.
just
Thank you,
crazy.
Spencer.
You want to talk about somebody that's confused.
Those servers are going to be down a while tomorrow, Maduros.
Oh, are they?
They said from 7 a.m. Pacific till 3 p.m. Pacific. So it's going to be down all day tomorrow. I'll be surprised actually if they're up by, the start time of 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central. If it is though, I'm still trying to make it my objective to get it ready before our Wednesday morning session that you and I normally play. So we'll see how tomorrow night goes.
Oh, super sticky tar.
Yeah, they take a while.
I've got 9.
I got 8.
Oops.
Oh wow, I got 4.
Well, we've been here a while, slaughtering.
Yeah, we started clearing these.
Yeah, I think it's the higher level one, the lords or whatever. I think those have the highest percentage of drop rate.
I ain't going in there to attack
That would be sticky.
that.
Bet you'll go in there to loot it though.
If it's
Nope,
shiny.
I will.
Yeah. That's pretty cool right there. It's like bubbling. There's this giant skeleton.
Like
That's-
rotting away in the middle of it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
What's up, Cofactual? So yeah, in short, I'm gonna definitely be continuing to make Pantheon videos, and I guess people just have to call me Pantheon Confused. That'll be my title. Instead of Pantheon Patient, I'm Pantheon Confused.
Ugh. Well, and like the
I
fact
wonder
of the
if
matter
they
is,
could. Sorry, go ahead.
oh no, I was just gonna say like you're allowed to not be like I don't know how to say it, but like you can be excited about the game and still be skeptical of things being said. You know what I mean?
Yep. What were you gonna say, Maduros?
I was just gonna say, I wonder if they go back and watch some of the videos where, you know, these same people that say that you're confused, and they were like so hopeful for what alpha to be this year, and you were like, it's not gonna happen this year.
Here's a better question, because someone, I don't want to name a name, someone from from my community had made a comment yesterday, maybe not Discord, but they said, he says why is it that the same people who claim that you're misquoting McQuaid also will use his quotes all the way back from 2013, 14, whatever, and they'll use those quotes all the time to justify their point of view. But when you use a quote from 2014, you immediately get told you're not allowed to use quotes from 2014. You're only allowed to use quotes from 2022. He said it's very, and these are not my words. These are somebody else's words yesterday during the live stream. Like, it's very convenient that people are allowed to use the quotes, but you're not allowed to use the quotes. Like, as if they have more of a right to. I don't know. But yeah, the other one too is someone told me the other day that there have never been any statements. I was told there have never been any statements about an alpha actually coming on a certain date, and I went bullshit. Brad went to PAX in like 2000, I think it was 17, and made all these statements at PAX about how Alpha was coming later that year, and then like 2 months later he walked back his statements and was like, well, actually we got to revamp and redo all these things, and it's not really going to happen now. We're gonna redo our stance on things.
That'll just go. I said it before and I'll say it again. Confirmation bias. Those people misinterpreting. I would say they're misinterpreting quotes and looking for information that just confirms their biased opinion and
It's
doesn't
hard.
represent facts.
It's hard to not be biased. It really is. I mean,
Well, especially when you've got $1,000 or more into a project. Like, I think at that point, it's, you
Or
know,
even worse, time.
right, 6 years of your
Think like
life.
thousands of hours of your life in the. That to me is, you know, worth more than $1,000 if I have.
That's a very good point.
yep.
But I think, as much as we say that well, as much as you say or I say that, you know, we appreciate these people because games need passionate people.
Hmm.
They also need to realize it needs people that are more critical of it, because just like a lot of the MMOs that are still live services, it's that type of critiques or skepticism or whatever that kind of pushes the game forward or brings to light different things where, things may not have changed if somebody didn't mention it. Or, I mean, this game's a prime example. Imagine if nobody came forward and was like, said that they wanted a classic version of the game.
Hmm.
Like, this came about because of the community, because the community pushed the developers to do it, not the other way around.
It's a perfect example, yeah.
That's okay. Classic's dead. Nobody's based on classic.
I mean, just look at the comment that the developer made. You think you do, but you don't. Like, they were adamant about not making classic WoW.
Well, and their point to that was the whole what we've been talking about is that like it was fun then, it won't be fun now, right? Because times have changed. But there's still a pretty healthy market that likes it, I think.
Well, I'm definitely going to be continuing to make more Pantheon videos, so I think the death mechanic video is next on the chopping block. I'm
Oh,
sure that's
no.
going to trigger some people. And what's interesting to me is we're all on the same page at the end of the day, because we all do want to play Pantheon. We all agree that it's going to be a fun game. We all think that it's an interesting title that should be looked towards with anticipation.
I just don't want it to flop a year after it launches.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
Like another game that had big potential, like Shroud. You know, like that. Like how bad would that be if you spend 10 years waiting for Pantheon, it comes out, it makes it what 2 months or whatever, and then done.
A guy like me is not going to feel too bad because I didn't put any money or time into it.
Right, right. But it'll still suck because it'll be
Yeah.
like, well, now which game are we waiting for? You know,
Yeah.
like.
But I think I did make that comment, Joey, when the guy told me that I'm not allowed. I'm taking quotes out of context, and I'm not allowed to use quotes from 2014. My reply was, well, in investigative journalism, one needs to approach the entirety of a project to understand how things have changed along the way, and to have a view of the change in direction over the years from a draft version of a project to the next iteration. And that's when you get the whole nothing's ever changed, it's been the same since the beginning, the vision has never wavered.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they intended for it to take 10 years when they started.
No, you know what's funny, you want to hear something funny about that? One of the quotes I pulled from Brad McQuaid was him talking about how it was a press. It was an interview during the Kickstarter. I think it was VentureBeat. It might have been the PC Gamer one. Both of the ones that I linked to, and he literally is in that article stating, "I think we're gonna have this game out within the next 3 years." So from Kickstarter, he planned on having the game out in 3 years. So yeah, it was never anticipated to take 10 years. It was supposed to be Kickstarter and then out in, he literally says in that interview, 2 to 3 years it'll be finished and out.
But if you're able to, I mean, but look at it from a developer standpoint. If you're able to just keep working on the game and keep getting funding, why not keep just working on the game?
That's Star Citizen. Like,
You
they're
know?
making hundreds of millions of dollars every year. You know,
Right.
why give that up?
Right. Why? Why would you? Oh, because they care about the community and they want to launch the game. They do. But as a developer, you always, in my opinion, you're gonna know that there's a chance that once it's launched, people are gonna lose the hype, and there's a chance that they could not like the game once it's out. You know what I mean? So you can keep it in development stage and keep raising funding. Why not? Everybody
Thanks,
stays working
Kofax.
that way. Just a business, folks.
I do appreciate the fact that like Nathan at least can say, hey, you know, yeah, man, the Kickstarter version of the game was a different game.
Yep.
And he went away from that and said, oh crap, no one wanted to back that. I only got 3,000 people. That's not enough. Like, that the Kickstarter failed. I have to change. I have to modify. Come up with a different, you know, version. So not everyone is unwilling to be understanding of the...
I got all my tars.
Okay. I still need 2 more. And I'm sure Maduros needs a boatload.
I'm just sure, as I say, Madeira's probably needs more.
I need 3.
Oh, you caught up pretty quick. Matter of fact, that ought to be the title of my next video. Pantheon Confused.
I'm feeling triggered.
I know! I know!
Is there not any old content available, like on YouTube, like any of the old
Oh
YouTube
yeah,
videos?
it's out there if you go digging. But again, if you use it, you're going to get accused of misquoting, or you're going to be confused about what Brad was really saying.
Well, I was just thinking about, like, they had development videos.
Yes.
'Cause I used to watch those videos,
Yes.
the development videos.
We
because
all
I
used
would-
to, because we were highly, you know, we were watching what they
Yes.
were doing, because we're developing our MMORPG at the same time.
Yes. So, I mean, I can tell you just based on that, it's changed immensely. Visually, as well as, you know, everything else. But yeah.
Well, one thing I don't want to do is, you know,
You don't
I don't have a
you don't
problem
wanna
poking.
alienate anybody.
Yeah, I don't want to alienate anybody, and I don't want to push people to the point of. Although Kel had a very good point today. He's like, if they're getting triggered by your interpretation of things, it's like there's nothing you can do to. And this, I think, this ties exactly into the. It's by Blame Maduros because he's the one who shared the video with me. The Josh Stripe Hayes video. I took a lot of notes away from that, and one was you're always going to get good clicks on videos that focus on like the negative aspect of a game or a negative aspect of something, even if you are positive about the overall subject. If your thumbnail and your title, and if you're poking at and you know, investigating a negative issue with a game, it's gonna provoke conversation, and that's a good thing. It's great for clicks, it's great for views, it's great for the comments. There's nothing wrong with that. The flip side is you do have to deal with the enfranchised fan who is going to feel triggered. And I'm okay with that as long as, and hopefully, those individuals can realize at the end of the day that I am on the same page with them. We just have a different way of looking at the project.
You better hope so, otherwise when player reputation matters,
They're gonna vote
you're
my
never
ass
gonna-
down.
Yeah, you're never gonna get it.
Wait, well, here's the funny thing too. Yesterday during the live stream, that video in question, I'm gonna go look at it real quick. It's the player reputation video. I'm gonna pull it up in my content window. It's got, oh, here we go. So yesterday it had like 28 upvotes and no downvotes, right? And I completely specifically mentioned that it was getting great views. And as soon as I mentioned it had no downvotes, within like 20 minutes it had 2 downvotes. And this morning, it only had 2 downvotes until I started talking about it this morning. It now has 4 downvotes. This is proof.
Oh well.
Gotta, quick, everybody, come on, we gotta go download the video. It's misinformation. We had a really good conversation yesterday. A lot of people didn't realize that BR is located in California as an S corp. And so I was explaining California law and California state income tax and California corporate tax and the costs of having a business be headquartered in California. And I forget who it was in my chat was saying he was getting all sorts of like, I didn't know that. That's bullshit. Like, it costs a ton of money to live in California and ton of money to pay salaries in California and I was like, that was the point I was bringing up yesterday was how it's hard to bootstrap a company when you're
expensive.
in the most
Yeah.
expensive state in the union. It's not the most expensive, but it is one of the most expensive. And it brought up a very good conversation yesterday around companies that claim to be bootstrapping. Well, bootstrapping traditionally means you're doing something for so cheap that the only thing you can do is pull your stuff up by the straps of your boots. Like, it's, but that would dictate living in a farmhouse in the middle of Arkansas, with Starlink so that you can get your expenses down to $300 a month. That's bootstrapping. Also, raising $5 million from investors is not bootstrapping. That's a startup. That's a tech startup.
Yep. Part of it is I don't know, I don't know how to word it, but like some people, like if I hear information, the first thing I do, generally, if it's, usually you can tell like, that's information, right? I'm gonna go look this up and see if I find this information somewhere else, see if it confirms or contradicts the information that I was just told. Not a lot of people, I mean a lot of people do that, but some people don't do that. And then that's how you get such a popular, there's a word for it, but I can't remember.
It's the confirmation bias that Maduric was talking about.
That's, yes, but there's a word I'm looking for, and I can't remember what it is, but like, we've changed the meaning of words, because it's just accepted that a certain word means something, even though it doesn't. And there's a word for it. Because Faith and I talk about it all the time, but I can't remember what the heck it is. But we were at the grocery store the other day, and somebody was talking about, it was a dad with his kids, and he was like, "Oh, go grab that loaf of bread." And his kid went to grab the loaf of bread, and he's like, "This one?" And the dad was like, "No, not that one." He's like, "We want the GMO-free one." And Faith was like, I could see her biting her tongue, and we are agriculturalists, and she has degrees in it. Rah rah rah. Anyways, she mentioned she was like, hey, just so you know, there is no GMO form of wheat. And the guy got like kind of grumpy and was like, oh, whatever, and walked away from that. And if you just Google it, you know, you find the answer.
I don't want to have information. I only
Yeah.
want to believe what I want to believe.
Right. And unfortunately, society preys upon that mentality. Because the
Apparently.
GMO-free bread, you know, it costs more. And but it's just a marketing gimmick. Is all it is. Because you're right, it is GMO-free. Because there is no GMO wheat.
So from a certain point of view,
Yeah. What I told you is true from a certain point of view.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm done with that quest. Never mind. Herp derp.
Joey done?
Yeah, oh yeah, I've been done.
Oh, okay.
All right.
We're so deep in the conversation, we forgot about quests.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and my inventory is full. Holy cow.
Of course it is.
It was
Well,
empty when I got here.
we can do a cell run real quick because it's right up the hill.
You know, I probably get told that I'm misquoting this person too, but this conversation is exactly what Neil deGrasse Tyson was like warning about in an interview, where he talks about how like the internet and social media.
I've seen this, yeah.
Yeah, he talks about the flat Earth theory.
Yep.
And how there's people now out there that feel like their theory or their opinion is now confirmed because there's other people on social media that believe the same thing.
Yep.
Glad I could help. I got
So
those best
many
deals anywhere.
quest items.
Yeah, it's a tricky one not to sell any of the questies stuff.
And you told me not. You told me not to sell soil. Okay, don't sell.
I can't remember what the soil was for, but I remember it being something useful.
Yeah, there's 2 quests that it's for. Actually.
Yeah, guess just we haven't gotten those quests yet.
Yeah, there's a quest out of Darnassus, and then the other one. I think might be the second step to alien ecology or something.
Yeah, I remember
Maybe
when one
not,
was from
though.
here, the other one was from somewhere different, so. Alright. Cofactual says it's for a quest. He said hold on to it. It's about 10 soils is what you need. Yeah, that's what I remember, but I just we haven't come across the quest yet, so. I figured what we could do though is work on the Unguro quests for the next couple days, Maduros, and then maybe on Thursday morning. I don't know if there's any Blackrock Depths prereqs we need to get done. Maybe work on those Thursday morning and maybe do a Blackrock Depths run Thursday night. Sparoh won't be here this Thursday, but Nathan's still going to be around, I think. Let's just run it. Actually, should we just go turn in the Apes quest and kill stuff along the way? There is a follow-up to that.
There is. I still need 2 pelts.
Cool, let's do that. It's a worthy cause. This will be the last of my green crystals. Alright, see you co-factual, man. Get some sleep. You know, I haven't covered Ashes of Creation because I'm not interested in PvP. But I wonder if the tribalism is as bad on that game. I don't know enough about it yet. I know some people are extremely passionate about it, but I think the worst I've ever seen was when I was in the Vanguard. Vanguard Alpha, those forums were so bad. Like, if all you had to do was mention that you had played World of Warcraft in the past, and they would just savage you like you were, you know, a piranha in the waters, and just get away, get off our forums, you fucking filthy casual. This is a game for hardcore gamers only. You don't understand what Brad's building. It was so bad. This is a game
You
for the
one Stomper and one Thunder.
Okay. There's that. I don't like Dark Age of Camelot, Ilark. I don't like PvP, so... Thumpers left?
Thunders now.
Thunder.
You know, the funny thing is, I don't know, maybe this is a confirmation bias statement, but outside of the PvP, do you ever hear people that like Dark Age of Camelot talk about, like, dungeons or raids that they've done?
No.
It's always about the PvP. Now, I played the game, and I'll say outside of the PvP, it was merely an okay game. The PvE was just, it was passable. Like, it got you to, it's like a quest hub. Like, the entire game felt like a quest hub where it serves a purpose to get you to the point where you can PvP.
That's a very interesting thought I hadn't thought about. There's a green crystal here for whichever one of you need it. But you're right. I mean, all the people I've ever heard rant about how much they liked Dark Age of Camelot, it's always about how it had the most amazing PvP system, and it was so much fun doing these PvP raids. Did none of you need the greenies?
No, I just
Okay.
got way more than I needed on the last one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I do.
Well, I have extras if you need more. If you don't find enough.
Yeah, unless they're
Don't we need to
talking
kill
about
these?
Darkness Falls, but I'll say Darkness Falls. That was like at the bottom. It was PvP dungeon. So like you vied for, like whoever owned the dungeon got access to like the lower portions of it. So
And-
again, that's still PvP related.
Yeah. And technically, yes, Joey, we do need this, so we can kill them on the way down south if you would like, because the drop rates are abysmal. No, that's understandable, Alaric. Everybody's first MMO gives them very warm and fuzzies.
It's true.
Yeah. Actually, the first MMO I played was Asheron's Call. I'll tell you what, that game has not aged well. Not that you can play it anymore. I think there might be an emulator for it. But yeah. Wow.
I was gonna say,
I've
I
watched
don't
some
know.
videos.
So my first MMO was RuneScape, and I have tried to go back and play it, and never gotten very far. And I used to play the crap out of that game.
Yeah, I hadn't played it in a good many years. And then, like, I remember it fondly. I remember there being, like, they had a whole. Sorry, I'm talking about Asheron's Call, by the way.
Oh, I
You know,
figured.
but they had a whole magic system where you had to figure out different combinations of ingredients to unlock spells. Of course, somebody out in the community created a little Visual Basic program that did it all for you. It was called like Split P or something, and basically what it would do is, and it was different per person, but all it had to do is figure out the algorithm for your character, and it would know every combination you would need to make by like initial trial and error. And once it unlocked a single spell, it could unlock them all for you. It was crazy. But anyway, what my point was, you know, was watching some videos and I was like, man, I don't remember it looking this bad, or this like combat wasn't really all that great either. But like, you know, I remember it as a completely different game.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm more than willing to recognize that.
Oh yeah, I have fond memories of RuneScape, but that's like that, and that's why I went back to it, and I played it. And I'm like, I don't remember it being this way at all. And I'm like, yeah. But you know, I've played a bunch of other ones since, so I don't know.
You're just confused.
I'm just confused. Well, cause like I went so far as to even, cause they have changed the game a bunch. I went so far as to download. You can get I can't remember what they call it. I think they literally call it old school.
It's old school
RuneScape.
RuneScape, yeah.
Yeah, you can get it on your phone. I downloaded it on my phone. I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. You know, play during lunch or something like that. Nope, meh. Which it is how I remember it. Yeah.
So you just brought up a very good point, Joey. The 19-year-old me who played EverQuest was happy to put up with corpse runs
Yep.
and loss of
Yep.
XP and loss of levels and leaving all your gear on your corpse and everything else.
Yep.
Absolutely, because I didn't know any better. It was
Right.
what existed at the time. We didn't have any other options.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah, this is fun, because it was fun. It was the first virtual like 3D
Yep.
MMOR, you know, version of like a D&D game that I could play. And so it's just so amazing that all those lack of quality of life features and the way they did things was amazing. Now flash forward to 2022, in no way, shape, or form do I have the patience for any of that stuff because I recognize it as mechanics that are more suited to a very small niche of players who like hardcore things such as permadeath. I would never play a game that has permadeath, but there are people out there who like the idea of permadeath, and they're happy to play a game that
Sure.
has permadeath because they say that
Sure.
it adds challenge and it adds risk, but it is a
Sure.
tiny, tiny, tiny section of the market.
Yeah, the reason I loved RuneScape is because my buddies and I could jump in and play together. That was the first experience that we had, like online gaming. Yeah, because I mean, you could play online on the original Xbox, but it was very complicated, and none of us had good enough internet to get that to work very good.
Peace, friend.
And you could play RuneScape at school because it was browser based, so they couldn't get mad at you for downloading games.
Walk with the Earth Mother.
So this takes us
Oh,
all the way
yes.
back up to that cave to kill the named we killed earlier.
And it cleared inventory space.
And it cleared inventory space. You've only got like 20 minutes left, right?
Yeah.
We should probably. I'm gonna go grab this crystal real quick.
Did he have 2 turn-ins for you or just the one?
Just
We
the
didn't
one.
get that meat. Yeah, we didn't get the meat yet, right?
No.
Yeah, like it's amazing though to me. Now, this is my personal opinion. What amazes me is that these people, like, they want these hardcore mechanics, but they're willing to accept things like voice chat. Because, like, when the game was out, there was no such thing as voice chat.
Yeah.
You had to type for everything.
Yeah, like
There
technically
was
we're
no
not
high-speed
experienced
internet
Classic
either.
anymore.
There was dial-up. So they're willing to accept advances in technology, but it's like you get these people that are like, all newer games are bad because they don't have these hardcore mechanics in them. Well, does that mean like technology is bad? Like, how do these people base their opinions?
Whichever way suits him best in the morning.
I guess. Like, I get that people, they want to have some kind of a challenge, but arguably a lot of the challenge comes from things that were because of limitations, either in coding or hardware or whatever. Vision, you know?
Well, just look at Star Wars, okay? George Lucas had to do things when he filmed it that he really didn't want to do, but he had to because of technology limitations. And then the moment that technology caught up, what did he do? He went back and edited the movies. And what did people do? They freaked out about it.
This isn't the hardcore version
Yeah.
that I remember.
You changed my Star Wars.
Han
George is over
shot
there
first.
like, actually, yeah. George is over there like, actually it's my Star Wars, but hey.
Han shot first.
Freaking, I didn't know until I was 25 years old that Jabba the Hutt used to be a human being. Felt lied to and betrayed.
There's a yellow crystal up there in the corner if anybody needs it.
I just need blue and red, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, same here. Blue and like, I guess part of me is thinking that the reason, for example, that EverQuest had, aside from any any kind of limitations or whatever technologically, but the reason it had hardcore mechanics like that is because comparatively there was not a lot of content, and they needed to, gate people, slow things way down, because otherwise people would burn through it. Like,
Mhm.
that's how I think now, but who knows if that's what they were thinking about at the time.
That's definitely one of
Because,
those limitation things that,
yeah,
whether it
because
was
it's not
intentional or otherwise.
like how Final Fantasy 14, World of Warcraft, they release content in patches too. Like, you don't have to buy an expansion to get new content like you did with EverQuest.
Yeah, Elaric, I'm on board with you. Han did shoot first in the version of Star
Yes.
Wars that I saw as a kid, but we do have to recognize that George Lucas, as the creator, I may have liked the Han shot first version, but ultimately Lucas wanted to soften the character so that he wasn't a bloodthirsty prick, but was more of like the, you know, scruffy nerf herder that we all want to love, and he's got a heart of gold underneath that scruffy exterior. And that's probably just something that, his opinion of that changed over time, and he wanted to edit the character that way. I may not agree with that decision, but it's not my character to do that with. So I may jokingly say, yeah, Han did shoot first, but at the end of the day, you know.
He did in Solo. Just saying. Totally shot first. Man, and they make jokes about that in the Lego Star Wars game. Whenever you get a chance, you totally need to play that, the new one, the Skywalker Saga.
Why did I not play it? I think we were moving, and then
Yeah, it was right when you were moving and you just getting ready to settle in and whatnot. We're still playing it because it'll take us forever because we don't have enough time, but it's so good.
I'm just gonna run to the cave, and then I have got to bio. I'll put AF on one of you guys. We can go get the named, and that'll probably be this point where we can recall out Joey and wrap up.
Yep. I'm halfway to 54.
Nice. All right, follow on Idhradlor. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. It's about to die, all that coffee. Shit, I could skin on my own time. Let's go. I'm out there like, let's get all the corpses. Joey's like, I gotta log out in 10 minutes. Let's roll. I guess the confirmation bias thing has probably just gotten worse over time because I can remember that being a thing back in the day too because it used to just be, well, um, I read. Are you jumping down, Joey? All
Yeah.
right. You know,
It's
I
become a
read.
huge problem.
Well, I'm just thinking like when I was before the internet, when I was growing up, you know, it would be your views were defined by what publications you read and what news outlet you watched, and that's still true. But we've also added like what Facebook pages do you follow?
Well, and all those things, they track what you do, and so they make it even worse because like if I type something into Google versus what Faith types into Google,
You get different prompts.
we get different. Exactly. Yep. And that's why you're supposed to use DuckDuckGo. Which, if you didn't know, is owned by Google. Pretty sure. Gonna have to DuckDuckGo that, but I'm pretty sure that Google bought them.
I'm pretty sure you'll find a link somewhere that confirms that. But if not, don't worry, you're just confused.
Nope, nope. No, I was wrong. I was incorrect. According to this, Google used to own the domain, I guess. So I retract my statement. No, I remember they taught us to use DuckDuckGo in college because when you were doing research for papers and whatnot, you know, everybody was just using Google. And a lot of the professors were cracking up by some of the sources that people were using. Thought he was like right here. Oh, there he is. I see him. Ucha. Come here, Ucha. Are we just gonna recall back to Gadget Zan, or is there somewhere here?
No, the best is gonna be to recall back to Gadget's End because we have a quest turn in there for the soil or for the tar, sticky tar,
Alright.
and then there's also the inn. And then tomorrow we could just pick up where we left off and
Cool.
do more quests because this will take multiple sessions to get through here. Where is the sticky tar turn in?
What's up? Glad I could help.
What's up?
Nice chunk of XP.
For real? That was pretty good.
Now I can sell.
Yo!
Yo. All right. Well, I guess I will see you gents tomorrow morning.
Yep. I'm gonna sell, and then I gotta go feed my cats and stuff, and I'm gonna call it here as well this morning, Maduros.
Okay. No
See you guys.
mage leveling.
No, Mondays I try not to do any streaming in the mornings, because we need to go to the grocery store and stuff. But I will
Alright.
be back tomorrow morning for sure. Because we should have some time after the session to play until they drop the servers. So for tomorrow, show for show.
Right back!
I'll see you
Alright,
then.
sounds good.
Have a good
Yep,
day
have a
today.
good day, man.
You too. Stream-wise, thanks for hanging out this morning, folks, as we did another leveling session, working our way up towards all the things that we're doing. All in the dark this morning. Good times. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. to do another leveling session with my brother Maduros as we work up towards our static groups, the multi-streams that happen on Thursday nights. Here in about 5 minutes, have the next Rings of Power video going live, so hopefully we'll see you there. If not, see you tomorrow morning. I will be back tonight at 5 p.m. Central. I think I'm doing Sea of Thieves tonight, assuming there's no storms that knock my power out. So hopefully we'll see you in a few hours. Until then.